Ladies and gentlemen, here I am with Matthieu Haverlan. He is the man behind Ulysse Nardin, and he's going to introduce to us something really remarkable. It's the merging of three different worlds: the sports world, the high watchmaking world, and of course the incredible world of innovation, represented by Ulysse Nardin. How are you, brother?
I'm good, and you?
Yeah, really good. When I heard about this watch, I was really excited because actually, even in our lives outside of like watches, sports and luxury are merging in such an interesting way, right? Like, so for example, when I'm a bicyclist, and when you look at like a Pinarello Dogma or a Colnago, these are things that have reached kind of like an apogee of technology, but are also incredibly luxurious, incredibly beautiful as well. And I've been thinking, like, how come no one's ever created like the high watchmaking sports watch? I came to the fair and you did it. So talk to me about what's on your wrist.
So we need to go back on time. 5 years ago, me and a few others in the company wanted to create the ultimate high horology sport watch. We've defined the 3 ultimate challenges for us. Number 1 is lightness, making a watch super light, super comfortable. That must be worn when playing, not just when lifting the trophy. Number 2 is robustness. It doesn't go well with the first one, but we wanted to create something robust. And third, high horology, because we are at Ulysse Nardin, so let's make it high horology for the watch enthusiast. So we've defined 3 KPIs. Lightness, 50 grams.
Okay.
Robustness, we want that product to be a dive watch, 200 meters, and we want that watch to withstand 5,000 Gs. High horology, we have an expertise in skeletonizing calibers, so we wanted to go to the extreme skeletonizing, a new caliber. So the result is a Diver Air. By the way, it is the lightest mechanical dive watch in the world, but more than that, it is for me the ultimate high horology sport watch. It is beautifully skeletonized. The movement is all in titanium. It's very difficult to machine. When you machine a case in titanium, it's quite easy. When you machine a caliber in titanium, it has the habit or the tendency to catch fire. So it's a tough one, but we managed to do it. Lightness for the titanium and robustness also. The caliber is 10 grams.
Wow.
So we have also a high-tech component into it. You've got the silicone technology for the escapement. We've partnered with 5 different startups just for the case. You've got carbon fiber on the bezel that comes from the foil of the IMOCA. The IMOCA are the F1 of the sailing boat. They are the fastest sailing boat on the planet. And when they manufacture the foil in carbonium, there is some leftover. This is the carbon we use. And then you've got the nylofoil, the part black that you see on the side. They bring strength and lightness. 40% of carbonium and 60% of ocean netting, because we are concerned with the pollution of the ocean, as you know. And we managed to create a very high resistant component, and on top of that, raise awareness on the pollution of the ocean, cleaning and getting the ocean netting to make that advanced material. And I think it's a beautifully, no, not a beautiful, it's a sexy watch. Voilà.
May I put your sexy
Yes.
watch on my wrist? Thank you very much.
That's really the watch that I want to wear when I go to the gym, when I'm cycling, when I go to the lake, when I'm surfing. May not be the one when I play rugby with friends, but otherwise, that's my sports companion from today.
Well, Matthieu, it's really interesting. I mean, I think, you've done a great success in making the freak relevant to the next generation. And so the question is, of course, what are you going to do next for the brand, right? You had, marine chronometers in the past. You had a diving watch. But it's cool that you've now taken the same sense of energy and excitement that we sense in the freak and applied it to a diving watch as well, or to a sports watch. As someone who likes kind of nerdy stuff, I look at this and this oscillator is incredible. It's a silicone oscillator that's created expressly for you, as you are one of the founding partners of Sigatech. And it's also cool to see that because in 2001 when you launched the freak and became the first brand to use silicone in the escapement components, it's so important that there are pioneers like Ulysse Nardin as well. And this is pioneering too, as it's a sports watch, but it's also 200 meters water resistant, super important, right? 5,000 G resistant, also very. Is that why there's a punching bag out there?
Yes.
I was trying to figure that one out, actually.
So basically, we want you to challenge your G-force.
So to put the watch on and actually punch
Yes.
with it. So that sounds like something for constant. That's great. I'm a man of peace, so I don't punch things. And I like the architecture of this watch as well, right? Like I love the fact that you've got grade 5 skeletonized movement here that's super light. You're saying it's like, what, 10 grams for the movement? Or something?
Yes, it's 10 grams for the movement. The rotor is 3 grams.
Right.
So the movement without the rotor is 7 grams.
Wow, incredible. So it's automatic winding as well, which is...
It is because it's a diving watch, so
right.
it has to be automatic. Yeah.
And it's cool that you only have 3 grams for the rotor, which means it's designed very intelligently because it needs high inertia in order to wind efficiently, but it's also light, which is really cool. So you got 46 grams, making it officially the world's lightest diving watch, correct?
It is.
Yes, and 52 grams with the strap. I guess you can play around with the straps as well.
Indeed,
right?
It comes with 2 Velcro, elastic straps, one
Yes.
orange, one white, and then the whole combination of rubber straps in the diver collection is available.
And it's really nice to have something, you said something really important in the beginning, which is like, it's not just for when you're lifting the trophy, but when you're actually competing in this as well. And, for those of us who do sports, I mean, you still want to have a great watch on your wrist. And it's nice to be able to have something that reconciles the luxury world, or I guess the world of beauty and stunning finishing, with something that's like really robust too. So I guess the last question I should ask you is how much does it cost?
36,000 Swiss francs, including the VAT.
So 36,000 Swiss francs, including VAT.
And we will produce only 270 pieces this year.
So what's been the response to the watch so far, Matthew?
I'm super happy because I think the product is great. I think it's very consistent with the booth, with the digital content we've been created, and we are only launching one product.
I love it.
If people have to remember one thing about Ulysse Nardin, that's the diver hair, nothing else.
What's the diameter and the thickness of the watch?
So it's a 44 millimeter in diameter, and it's a 14.7 thickness. But it feels super well on the wrist. You see that we spend a lot of time on the ergonomy.
Yeah.
The lugs are quite short,
Very
and
short.
it doesn't feel like a 44.
No, not at all. It feels effortless to wear, and I guess again because it's so incredibly light, it's just like you forget you even have it on. Thank you for your time, buddy.
Thank you, Wei.
And come and check out the Ulysse Nardin Diver Air, right, here in Watches and Wonders. I think there's public days, the last 2 days of the fair, right? I don't like to come on a public day because there's a big line for the toilet, and I have a very small bladder. But nonetheless, you guys should come and check it out. And if you like our content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. And please put on the comments what color suit you want Constant to wear next year at Watches and Wonders.
Okay, tell me what you're gonna do. So I'm now gonna test the 5,000 G force of this new and lightest diver in the world. Shall we? Yeah. Let's see.
Where's the mic? What's going on, guys? It's Constant Kwong. He's wearing the new Ulysse Nardin Diver Air, and this is meant to be a watch that's shock resistant to 5,000 G, 200 meters water resistance, but we're not underwater. And he's now going to put it to test, but make sure it's fully strapped.
Yeah, it's very tight.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Okay, so I just punch.
Maria, can you punch it back?
Still working. Nice.